Alright, so I already got the dash all fixed up. Well, except I need to put the vent on, and I just need to fix like the centerpiece where the bolt goes on. There's a cover that goes over it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take apart my dash that's in the Del Sol right now, and yeah, just go from there.
What if I go stronger? What if I get higher? What if I start doing things I know I will regret? I will make my own way, I will not surrender. I will do my best until I get put under. What if I go stronger? 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 What if I go stronger?
Alright, so I got the dash off, and it wasn't easy. I fucked up my camera, man. So I'm using my iTouch to record right now, and hopefully it does a good enough job. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean off the dust here before I put on the other dash. Alright, so I finished cleaning up inside of here. Cleaned up all the dust, cleaned up some of the vents here. I took off I'm undoing the wiring for all the airbags, but it goes inside of there. And so later on I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Pretty sure the computer is back there for the airbags. But so far so good. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take out the wiring and the dash I took out, and I'm going to rewire it into the other dash. When I took out the dash out of here, it was pretty heavy because of the airbags. I would say it's probably 3 times as heavy as the other dash without the airbag. So some of y'all might be asking, why did I swap out the dash and why did I do all that work just to swap it out? First of all, it saves you some weight. So if you're looking for weight reduction, that is a big place to shed some weight. The airbag, passenger airbag itself, I would estimate it probably weighs about 20 pounds. And I had also got rid of the driver's side airbag, which probably sheds about 10-15 pounds. So already right there you're looking at about 30-35 pounds you're shedding off. Second of all, I wanted to already fix the cracks that were by my windshield on the original dash, and I had seen this dash for sale. I was like, here's a great chance to go ahead and fix the cracks, swap out the dash, shed some weight. Sometimes when I would hit bumps, the cracks on the dash, they would like rub together the plastic and make like a squeaky noise. And when you have passengers with you, it's kind of embarrassing in a way. Another thing that you also gain besides shedding some weight is you gain a little bit of leg room for the passenger, because the dash doesn't stick out as much because it doesn't have an airbag to be fitted in there, so it kind of pushes it back. And plus with the glove box, it sits flush, so it doesn't bulk out and kind of take up some of the leg room. I mean, leg room wasn't a problem before, but now it just feels extra roomier. And third of all, the dash is a sought after part. If you're into that kind of like JDM look, you would want the dash just to have, you know, just to look extra JDM. Alright, so the other day I had installed the dash once I had put it in. The reason why I didn't put that on camera is because, like I said, I messed up the other camera, which actually today I sent it off to be fixed. And so by next video I will have the other camera. Right now I'm recording with my iTouch, so sorry if the quality isn't the same, but next video will be better. But anyways, let me get back to the dash. So I installed the dash, just reverse how I took off the other one. There was a few little things I had to change to make everything work with the 97. I tried putting the 97 glove box with the 93 dash, and there's no way that I'll be able to make that happen. It's just doesn't line up. Nothing lines up really. So the reason why I tried putting on the other glove box, the glove box I had before, is because I just kind of like how it looks a little bit. I kind of like how it looks on the car. You know, it kind of gives it more of a shape, and I don't know. I just feel like it's more solid. You know, but I mean, it's not able to work, so I went ahead and used the other glove box. Now the glove box I got did not come with the dash from the person I bought it from. I had to go ahead and buy that separately. I'll go through with y'all what I had to do or had to change onto the car to make everything work perfectly. But for the most part, everything went on nicely. It looks great. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at that, and then I'll be talking about what we're going to do next. Alright, so here's the dash finally completed with everything on. See how clean it looks. Let me put this up. And I'll get a better shot once I have the my other camera with me. But anyways, so to get this dash put on, everything was all good from here. Oh, another thing that I should mention, I had talked about reconstructing the plastic piece that's beneath there that one of the bolts go into. I didn't go ahead and reconstruct that after all. I just left it as is, broken, but I did put the little cover panel on there so you wouldn't even notice. So there's not even a bolt holding on there. It was going to be too much to even do that, just to put on that bolt. There's no squeaks or anything coming from there, so I'm not even going to fix that. You're never going to even see that. So, see how clean it looks? No cracks, no nothing. You can't even tell that it was worked on. Just a tiny bit, but I feel like I'm the only one that would even notice that. Probably when I take off the dash again later on, I'll probably just touch it up a little bit, just so it looks a little bit cleaner, a little bit better. I'm very meticulous in what I do. That's why I spend so much time doing this. Just for me to put in the dash that day, including painting the top section, the whole day I probably spent about 7 hours just working on my car. But anyways, let's get to what I had to do to get this to work. So the only thing that wouldn't work correctly is the glove box. So what I had to do, if you look on the earlier on in the video, there's this metal piece that was in there. Was it like that? Oh, it was like this, like behind the glove box. So I had to go ahead and take that out. Of course, I had to take off these brackets that hold on to the airbag. And the biggest thing, the hardest thing that I had to do, which is not even hard at all, with the other glove box, there's like an air piston to keep the glove box from like slamming down like that. And here it is right here. It's like riveted on. I'm not even sure if it's a rivet, but it's on there and you can't get it off easily. So I had to go ahead and grind off that little rivet that it had. And it should be this one right here. Hold on, let me show you. See that metal tab right there? So it was on there, like, if you could see that, it was on there like that, and then connected to the glove box. So I had to go ahead and take that off so it would fit. And if you could see in there, right here, the airbag bolted on, well, the bracket bolted on to there. So when I had put on this glove box and close it, it would hit it. So what I did, I just got some vice grips and I just went ahead and bent it upwards so it would close without a problem. So that's it that I had to do to make everything work correctly. Alright, so on what I'm going to do next is on the climate control, where it shows like the red and blue, and like where it shows the Celsius, and also on the knob where it shows the auto with all the little markings of where where it clicks at. I don't know how, the fan speed. And also on the buttons on top of the gauge cluster, where it shows like the little auxiliary light, the hazard, the cruise control, that I'm going to be putting a clear covering on it. The clear I'm going to be using is a 3M clear that they use for the invisible car bras. And so I never actually seen anyone ever do it, but I mean, I'm going to give it a shot. I've actually tried it on a few pieces and I don't see why I should have any problem with it. Alright, so I had talked about putting on for the UV protection, well, the clear film on this. So the part that I'm going to be doing the film on is this section right here, where it shows right here, and this section right here. Also for the buttons up top on the cluster, I'm going to be filling in that part, and same for the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Like I said, I never seen anyone do it. The reason why I'm doing this is, first of all, it gives it protection. Like I said, it gives it protection from any scratches and UV protection. But also, I'm trying to make the Del Sol look newer and not like an old car, you know. To me, it doesn't really look like an old car, but it's just going to give it that freshness, you know, that newness. So it's going to give it like a protection, and also it's going to give it, it's little details that make the car, you know. Everyone thinks that, oh, I have to change the steering wheel, I have to change this, I have to change that. But if you pay attention to the details is what makes it, you know. And it just, in people's minds, it's like, what is it about this car? What is it about this interior that is looking so nice? It's the little details that you put. And like I always mention, I'm very meticulous in what I do. If I look at just this climate control, I'm like, what else can I do to this to make it better? You know, that's what I did the same thing to the dash, the same thing to the whole car. I look at it and ask myself, what can I do to make it better? What can I do that no one else is doing? You know, you gotta make your own car. Just make it yours, you know? Just try new things and don't always listen to people. Just try it for yourself and see what happens, you know? So let's get started on this. I'm gonna go ahead and take this apart. I don't feel like I have to record myself taking this apart, but yeah, let's get started. Alright, so along with the dash swap, since I have no airbags, I took out all of the wiring for the airbag system. And there's going to be one of the plugs that sticks on top of this connection. I gotta take that plug off. I'm going to take the blue wire out, because if you watch my other video when I swapped out the steering wheel, how I did my horn, well, I mean, if you watch that video, you see how I did my horn. But I just need this blue wire. I'm going to take out the pins and just connect it to the connection over here that it goes into, which it connects right over here where my hand is at, with my fingers pointing. And so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and peel back the insulation with the razor blade. And now I'm just going to go ahead and take out this wire. I'm just going to go ahead and use a little flathead screwdriver. Alright, so I went ahead and took out the pin for the blue wire. So now I could get rid of this little harness along with the airbag system. And I'm just going to go ahead and connect it to where it's supposed to be connected at with the other blue wire on the connection. And the reason why this end doesn't have the connection is because I accidentally pulled it out on, where is it? The connection is in here, so I'm going to go ahead and attempt to put it back on to the wire. Alright, so the horn is all wired up. I got the wire from the horn running through this metal bracket right here, and the blue wire going into the plug. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take out the computer and all the wiring for the airbag system. So I'm going to go ahead and I already actually took out the plastic screws that holds on the cover to it. It's just like this. If you hold on. Just a screw, and then you just pull it out. Just a little clip. So it's actually loose on both sides for the cover. I just got to go ahead and take the cover off and then get the computer out. Now I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the dust and the dirt from there. Alright, so now I'm just going to go ahead and put the plastic back on because to me I just want everything to be covered and look nice. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that back on. Alright, so that is finished. It looks like stock. So that just saves you maybe 2 extra pounds on there, maybe. But finally got rid of the whole airbag system, so it kind of clears up some of the wiring, and it just, you know, just makes it look a lot cleaner and more professional. Alright, so I got that done with. I got the clear on the controls. I got those done. And this one, I don't know if I said this before, but the auxiliary light, I just put that one on. This one's not actually even connected right now, but later on when I have my fog lights, it will be connected. So that's that. Last thing to do is I need to clean out the right and the left air vents. Just clean out the dust, and also when taking these air vents out, I've never been able to take them out without messing up the little clip that's on here. I have the extra little clip in my room. I just need to go ahead and plastic weld it back on. The same for the other side. I don't know how you take them off without breaking the clips, to be honest. See, that one's broken off too. Well, alright, I'm going to go ahead and clean them, and then I'll go ahead and plastic weld the clip back on. Alright, finally finished. Put in the vents. There's that vent. Like I said, I got the clear on the buttons. Clear up there. Steering wheel horn works. Got that vent in. Everything's perfect. No airbag system. airbag delete. Got the glove box to fit. You know, everything's working and functional except for the fog light button, like I told you before. I'll wire that one up later on when I have fog lights. And well, alright, this is gonna be it for this episode. Like I said, next time I make a video, I'll have my other camera working, or maybe another camera if they can't fix it. But anyways, guys, I appreciate the support for real. I just checked how many subscribers I got. I got 250 subscribers. To me, that's like a Christmas present, because today is Christmas Eve, so it's an early Christmas present. So I appreciate all of y'all, and appreciate your support, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Alright? Thank you.